There are 4 games this weekend in college football I find to be really, really exciting. And I'm going to add an extra game. I said it's 4.5. It's an extra game that I think you might want to pay attention to, although I don't know that you should watch it. So first, number 8, Penn State plays at number 2, Ohio State. If anyone's going to slow down Ohio State's trying to have an undefeated season and go into the college football playoff. I think if any team on Ohio State's schedule is going to do it, it's Penn State. Now, the reality is, in my opinion, I think Ohio State's going to win by a lot. They're playing a game at home. They're a better team. They're far deeper. We saw Penn State recently lose to Minnesota. I think if Penn State and Minnesota are competitive, then Ohio State and Penn State's probably not competitive at all because Ohio State has so much depth and so much NFL talent all over the place. But I'm going to watch it, and it should be fun, and I'm really excited to watch the Ohio State quarterback and how he, Justin Fields, how does he play? I haven't really sat down and watched him play an entire game this year because, every game they win is by a blowout. I'm not going to watch it. I'm finally going to watch Ohio State and watch them in full. I've seen some stuff. I've watched a lot of stuff, and I've seen enough to go, they're clearly really, really good, but I'm going to finally sit down and watch Penn State at Ohio State in full, and I'm so excited to watch that quarterback, Justin Fields. How good is he? We'll find out. Okay, another game that's really, really good is number 21, Oklahoma State travels to Morgantown to play West Virginia. And the reason why I want to watch this game is I want to watch Oklahoma State running back Chuba Hubbard. He leads the nation in stats. He's an incredible running back statistically. And I'm curious about his NFL looks. Why isn't Chuba Hubbard getting NFL looks? I can't figure it out. I have no idea. And that's what I'm excited to see coming up this weekend. Another game I'm excited to watch is Texas at number 12 Baylor. Oh my gosh, this is cool. First of all, the game is at Baylor, and I love watching Baylor Stadium on TV. It's this new stadium. It's beautiful. It's cool. It's fun. And Texas is 6-4. Remember Texas last year? We're back, baby. And Texas was all, they had Sam Ehlinger was all proud. They won their bowl game. It was a big deal. Well, Texas is 6-4. Doesn't seem like they're back. Something has gone wrong this year. I don't actually know, but I'm going to watch a game finally for myself and figure out what is going wrong with Texas. Now, Baylor's 9-1. They host Texas in this game. Baylor's trying to get to the Big 12 championship with just one loss so they can have a chance to compete with Oklahoma and see if there's a way Baylor can sneak into the college football playoff. And so it's a big game for Baylor. They need to win. And Texas, man, they're 6-4. They can't go 6-5. They got to win another game. It's a huge rivalry game. It's 2 teams in Texas, a lot of bragging rights at stake, and I'm excited to see what happens. Now, the last game of the day, the one I'm really excited to watch, I'm going to have something in the crock pot all day, and finally by the time this comes out, I'll be ready to take my stuff out of the crock pot and eat and watch this game. 7:30 p.m. West Coast kickoff time, so that means it's like if you're on the East Coast, this game doesn't start for you until 10:30, which is absurd. But it's number 20 Boise State at Utah State. First of all, I'm really close with a Utah State recruit. He's going there to play quarterback. I love him. He's awesome. And I really want to watch Utah State quarterback Jordan Love in this game. Jordan Love is rumored, and a lot of people, in fact, if you look at mock drafts, a lot of people have Jordan Love being a top quarterback picked in the first round. A lot of people say he's going to be like the 17th overall pick. I don't know. I haven't watched anything of Jordan Love. I'm just going off reputation, but I'm really excited to watch Jordan Love and how he plays this week against Boise State. Boise State's a really good football team, and they're 9-1. How does Jordan Love handle this big moment against a really good football team? I want to watch that. I'm going to take notes and have fun. I'll have something to say next week about Jordan Love and impressions from his game against Boise State. Now, those are 4 big games I'm really excited to watch. There's also another one. I don't know if I'll watch it. It's on the same time as Ohio State, Penn State, but I'm going to follow it. And in fact, if the Ohio State's game becomes a blowout, and I can find a way to watch Minnesota versus Northwestern, so it's number 10 Minnesota at Northwestern. If I can watch that game and it's close at the end, I will, because Minnesota quarterback Tanner Morgan is in concussion protocol. He might not play on Saturday against Northwestern. Minnesota's 9-1. They need to win. Minnesota's trying to get to the Big Ten championship game. If they can, in fact, win their side of the Big Ten and go play Ohio State in the Big Ten championship, then Minnesota will have the opportunity to go to the Rose Bowl. Because Ohio State, if they're undefeated, will go on to the college football playoff. That means the runner-up of the Big Ten will go play in the Rose Bowl. So if Minnesota wants to keep their Rose Bowl hopes alive, they have to win on Saturday. A big game against Northwestern. They might not have their quarterback. And then in 2 weeks, Minnesota plays Wisconsin. So pay attention to number 10 Minnesota this weekend. I don't know if I'll watch that game. It's on the same time as Ohio State. But track it, pay attention to it, because that game has big ramifications for the University of Minnesota. My name is Zach Schaumler. This is my podcast, Strong Opinion Sports. It's my favorite thing in the entire world. And I want to be very clear, open, and transparent. My YouTube channel is monetized. What that means is that some of my videos make money through ad revenue. Now, it's fewer than you think. A lot of my videos get claimed. But in the past, I've received donations from Patreon and PayPal. PayPal.me/Zach Schaumler, Patreon.com/Zach Schaumler. And so because I'm making ad revenue, it feels weird to just get donations. I wanted to give something back. I want to give people a reward for supporting me on Patreon. So now you can submit questions. If you give me $1 a month, you can submit questions to a pool of questions on Patreon. I look at all the questions on Patreon. I use my eyeballs. I make a joke about it. And I pick the top couple questions at the end of every single episode, and I read them and answer them on a segment called Ask Zach. Now, that's for people who have money, they want to support me. If you have no money to give, I totally understand. I've been a broke college kid myself. But if you believe in me and if you believe in my dream and you still want to help me, please help me grow by telling your friends about the show. Share it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, maybe a screenshot it, you put it on your Instagram story. Help me grow by telling your friends about the show. My name is Zach Schaumler. Thank you so very much, and have a great day.